me shut this down a little bit. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We're back to doing live streams here and there. We're not going to do music today. My sinuses and allergies are bothering me. So we'll go over health updates, go over some different things. I'll have to see if I can share this to some people. So let's try to do that. And then I need to back up a little bit. Okay, I've got my pillows for comfort. I don't know what's going on with my phone here. Okay. All right, we'll try to share it to some people on Discord and everything. Me, okay, go. Live, okay. Make sure my sound is down. Okay, share. We're working on it, guys. I didn't do that for the last stream last night, but I was streaming late. I didn't want to send a bunch of people the links, and I was streaming kind of late. So I know it's early. We're just going to do a kind of a chill stream for a little while, and then later we're going to do a regular gaming stream. We may do some more of the same one because we've only got one done. So hopefully Visions is here. I was just about to send you. Okay. Anybody else? I'll go on the other one and send some more people. Hi, Joey. We'll talk a little bit about my health issues. We'll talk about the yard sale. Talk about a few things, and then just chill and read the chat. So we made it to 1,500 subscribers. That was a big deal. I don't know how many we have now. We have 1,500 and something. So my brother has so many Facebooks, so I'm just going to send it to one. He's got like at least 4. Okay, and then we send it to people on. Yes, okay, we're done then. Okay, so we have Visions, Pixel, Joey. The yard sale went really good. And so we're going to try to do 2 streams today. Since it's Saturday, we don't have a whole lot going on. My allergies are killing me. But I just took my medicine not too long ago. And I've taken the second medicine. So I took a Claritin and an Allegra. So hopefully. I made over $100. I don't know exactly how much. I think it was like about $110. Because I bought the little keychain that the one food guy does. And there's like over 30 restaurants that participates. So I can use that little keychain and get like a free appetizer or a free dessert or 10% off or whatever the restaurant's doing. So let's see who's here. We got Visions, Joey, Pixel, which is also a mod, and Mr. Lantern, Mo Money. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm sore. I got up early today. I got up at 10 and couldn't go back to sleep. So that's early for me. But the last 2 days I got up at 7, so I don't know anything about the Lantern drama or what's going on with Lantern that people keep saying stuff, so I'm not going to kick people out, especially if they follow the rules. But if it gets too much drama, we'll see what happens. Joey's still coming back from being banned. So I'm not going to, I have unblocked him on Discord, but Joey's not going to be a mod for right now. Visions could be a mod if he wants to be a mod. I know in the past he didn't want to be a mod. The bookshelf looks shorter. Well, I moved the camera a little bit. I don't know. I moved the camera down, I think. So maybe that's why. I don't know. But I have tall windows. They're like almost up to the ceiling. I don't know if you guys can see. No, you guys can't see that part if I open that up. They're just little short, tall windows, old windows from 1965, original probably. I don't think they ever replaced the windows. The Mandela effect. You know, when you move the camera, you can see the little things for this too. Because I guess because I had it higher, you can't see you can see part of the ceiling fan. You can see the smoke alarm. That I don't know if it works or not. I don't know what you're talking about, Mo Money. If you have those little stickers or you have my face on something, I guess you do you. I don't know. And then, yeah, these are my new sheets. I don't know if everybody remembers that I got new sheets. I got a new mattress pad for Easter. So it's very comfortable. I had like 5 different things that it does. And it's like a lot, makes it a little bit firmer too. Yeah, I think before, like, mods, I prefer if you come about once a week or once every couple of weeks to a stream. Since I'm not streaming every day, I can probably reduce that to every 2 to 3 weeks. You can come. Where's the green football from? These are that I use for my physical therapy. Mom got these at the store. I have a basketball too, but the basketball goes in my back. This goes for my exercise I do with my knees, where I squeeze my knees together, and it also lights up. If I can get it to light up, they also light up. They're really cool. So she got those around the time I started doing all this stuff for my physical therapy and stuff, and then um, let's go outside and toss the ball. No, I'm too tired to do all that. And then she got me all these maracas and the tambourine and stuff. Let me see if I can reach the tambourine. And the tambourine. And the let's see if I can get it out. And the musical horn, like a flute horn. A flute recorder is what that is, I guess. Oh, you like the light? Yeah, I love the lights up too. It's fun. I love the flute horn. Yeah. I was trying to play Three Blind Mice one day, but I'm not the best at this. But we'll play it for a second. Good enough. Mom's trying to rest, so. Yeah, I got I don't know how long I've had these Turtle Beach. I think they're Turtle Beach. They're old, but they're wired headphones into the computer. But yeah, they have like palm trees and stuff on them. So I think they might be, yeah, the Turtle Beach, made in China. It is Turtle Beach. These are the ones that I use for my acapellas and stuff. Yeah, I guess that was Jingle Bells. I'm not sure what I was trying to play. But either way, that was Jingle Bells. Yeah, the Turtle Beach. And then I have my headphones that they're in here, but the ones that I got from when I got that $50 gift card from Adam, the human. So I have everybody's songs still from the last stream that we did, and we only did 80s and 90s music. So I still have those. So yeah, I still have those written down. So I think I have from Rebuildable Ryan, I have Booty Man that came out in 2003. I think the lyrics were okay. And then I have Adam Pacitti song from 1969. And then the Mo Money one, I think I didn't like some of the lyrics on it. And then there's one here that's not English. And then the Pixel song from 1979 by Gary Newman. So that's 1, 2, 3 songs from people that when we do karaoke again. And if I do like every year, yeah. I mean, there's sometimes I'm going to do 90s and 81s, or if I do all genres, all years, but they have to be family friendly. So that's the only stipulation. I wish I had those cute ones you gave Fears that he broke. Yeah, they weren't that bad. They were just regular headphones, wired. I think they were wired headphones. But yeah. And then he broke them because he kept throwing the headphones. Every time he got mad at the trolls and went in the stream, he would throw the headphones and break. So no wonder why they broke. I've still had my headphones for 3 years. Have not broken them. Of course, they're better made and they were $50. The ones I got him were around $20 to $30 headphones at the time. Yeah, and then blame everything on me. He drops his phone. Look what you made me do, Carrie. You made me drop my phone. No, I didn't make you drop your phone. You dropped your phone on your own. But we'll not go over fears right now. Yeah, this chair is a $500 chair. I had 2 of them. When I had to spend my back pay money for disability, I had to spend it in 30 days. So these are some of the things that I bought. because I had one for my room and one for the living room. Because there was hardly space in Dexter, I kept banging it against the dresser, and so it's got holes in the back from where I kept banging it against the dresser trying to move it around because there's not really like a lot of room. So every time I turned, I'd bang it on the dresser. So you can't see the dresser. It's over to this side. It's over this way. But you probably seen it on the room tour or the house tour. They were I showed everything on the house tour except I think the freezer and the kitchen. We didn't do a freezer tour. We did the fridge tour, but I forgot to do the freezer and I forgot to do the living room. So, and everything's a mess right now. Well, actually, she helped buy out the rest of our stuff, and then she's going to donate a bunch of it for the tornado victims in the area because close to where she is, there was a tornado in Sykeston area. So she's going to donate a lot of her stuff to a lot of this yard sale stuff, like all the clothes and all the household items are going to get donated. So I'm thankful for that. And then I made a little over 100. Mom made over plenty over 100. She made over 100. So yes, it was a good yard sale. We had hundreds of people come, and people came Thursday, Friday, and started early. So everybody that didn't start Thursday, they started Friday, and then there's today and tomorrow, and some people even do it on Monday. But it's officially supposed to be Thursday through Sunday. So now the chair needs foam, it needs upholstery, it needs something. It's all broken down, and it needs there's a couple ribs and stuff in it. So it just and it's 13 years old. So it's time to replace it. Just like my glasses were like a year and a half old, and it was time to replace them. And what else? The bedding, like the bedding stuff needed to be replaced, and my sheets needed to be replaced, and I needed a new mattress pad because mine was all lumpy and I wasn't sleeping well. So now that I have that, I sleep really good and can take naps and stuff as well. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. We're going to just chill. We're going to go over the health updates. The infections are better. I did a second culture and it came back negative. And I had a couple of days. My old one was lumpy. Yes. It had from being washed and stuff. So we had a couple of days of left of the antibiotic. So I took one day and then I went ahead and just stopped it. And then I finished off the 2-week antibiotic for my stomach. And then I finished off the steroid medicine. And so I'm just tired. I'm able to do more. I'm not as tired from the antibiotics and all the infections, which makes you tired when you have infections. So I'm doing better with all that. Everything's doing better. Antibiotics, not anabolics. I don't yeah, with antibiotics when you take when you're sick. Quentin wants a recap. We just talked a little bit about the yard sale and that we each made over $100. And then we talked about the chair. We talked about we're getting into the health issues now. So we're continuing my physical therapy. I go back on, I think, Thursday. And Mom starts her physical therapy Thursday as well. And so she's doing that to help strengthen her. And then she's probably going to have to see a rheumatologist and a pain management possibly. I don't know. Okay, Eva, the girl in Survivor that got second place. I just watched the Survivor finale. So she has autism. She has little episodes. She has little things where she freaks out on the show. And so if you watch the season 48 of Survivor, if you have Paramount Plus, you can watch the season 48 of Survivor and watch it. They're pretty good. And to watch how she came from, having those freak outs. And the one guy really helped her, and he has daughters. Well, I can't help it. You can buy the whole season maybe then on DVD like Fears does. I don't know. I don't know if Fears like Survivor, but you can buy the whole season. I'm sure later. But it is inspiring that she came all the way through. I thought she might win. She won some of the immunity challenges. She won 2. She had a really good alliance game going on with like 3 or 4 of the guys. And so she stayed in that alliance, and she never had to play her idol until there was the final 4. She won the fire challenge, which to make it to the final 3 to get the vote for the $1 million, and she got 2 votes. So, and the other guy got like 4 or 5, and then the other guy got like 1. So to make it that far, yeah. It is inspiring. All the people on Survivor is inspiring to me. Like, how do they go that far without eating, being without a shower, being without all those different things that you take it for granted, and to just you hardly get any food. You have to win the challenges to get food, and you have to win the challenges to get fire in the beginning. So it's crazy. But I'm doing okay. I'm still on medicines that's making me possibly gain weight, like the steroids. And then the one medicine I take for my mania can cause weight gain. I'm trying to get off of it. So I see my doctor on Tuesday, and I'll just let her know I'm just going to refuse to take it, or she's going to have to put me on a lower dose of it and wean me off of it. And then we'll go on a different medication. But I don't want to stay on the higher milligrams of it when I'm struggling, with my diet and food. And I'm on a fluid pill to help the fluids not build up around my lungs again. So I don't know how long I have to be on those, but it's helping me not gain as much weight, because I gained, I was like up 12 pounds of fluid. So after I lost that back, maybe it was like their scales were different than mine. But I mean, I'm close to 200 pounds. So I just have about less than 10 pounds left to go, and I will be under 200 pounds, because I think I'm about 206, 207 right now. So, and my clothes fit pretty good, and some of them I can go down a size of clothes like that. My size downs. So one day I did never go through all my clothes in my closet and try everything on, but I will do that sometime, and maybe get rid of some more stuff, or get some stuff to donate to the clothing mission here in town that does a lot of stuff to help a lot of people, and they're affiliated with my church. So that's always good. My nose has finally stopped running, I think. So anyway, yeah, it's inspiring to me as an autistic person. But I just thought I'd chill with you guys for a little while. We'll play Sims a little later on today. I know you said you weren't home, Quentin, but I guess you're back home now. I guess you are. I have my phone kind of turned off, so I don't know. But I got all my new shirts. They keep telling me prescriptions are due for refill, but I don't need a refill yet. Okay, we'll check this out and see what this one. If it's the same one, I don't need it yet. I don't want it on auto pay. I don't need my test strips or whatever that is. I don't need my migraine medicine yet. I might need this one. Is that cholesterol? I don't know what one that one is. Yeah, that was cholesterol, I think. Yeah, I do need that one. Okay, continue. Request a refill. Okay, so that'll be ready tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, leave me alone. Ready tomorrow. Okay. All right. Where did I get the shirt from Walmart? They're just some Hanes crew neck shirts, comfort soft ones. I got 3 black ones, 2 gray ones. Or no, I got 2 black ones, 3 gray ones, and a navy blue one all together. So I got like the pack of 6. And then I got 10 pairs of new socks. And I got my new socks on. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I got my new socks on. And they're just 10 pairs of like black socks that have like the ankle supports and stuff. And they're also Hanes. I like Hanes clothes. I would have got it from the Hanes website, but I got them at Walmart the same day. Yeah, fresh fit. Yeah, fresh clothes. It's always good. I washed them last night, so they wouldn't I wouldn't be allergic to like the fresh dye and stuff in it. I wore like one of my new things for Christmas. Mom got me, and then I had like the red dye on me. It was really weird. I had like a red dye from it. So one of the Chiefs shirts, Kansas City Chiefs shirts. So then now I know to wash my clothes before I wear them. If I try them on first to make sure they fit right, and then I can wash them before I wear them. And then I'm just in my pajamas, just comfy pajama pants. We may go out and get food later. We may go to Walmart later, but she's just in a lot of pain. She's really sore. She's got problems with her teeth and going to have to go back to the dentist. She's got problems with her dentures. She's got problems with horrible pain in her shoulders, both shoulders. She went to the chiropractor. She's going to try to go back to the chiropractor Tuesday if they're open. And he said her back was all out, like her mid back was all out, and that was causing her shoulder problems. but she's had pain down her arms and she's just not doing well. She thought that since physical therapy helped me, maybe she should try it too to get stronger. She fell one day and couldn't get up out of the floor. So she's had some problems lately and she's getting older. And so she wants to get stronger so she can, push herself in a wheelchair as needed, be able to walk with her walker, walk with her cane, and everything she needs to do. And I think plus just go back to the chiropractor regularly until she can to do that too. Yep, fruits of the spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. That's right here on my little computer. Yeah, I like my new clothes. I could have got the V-neck maybe, but I like that they're real soft and comfortable. And then like I said, just plain color shirts is fine. I don't really have to have like design shirts and like like little, I like different design like leggings, like legging pants and stuff, but I don't have to have that for shirts, especially if they're just going to be worn mostly just for every day, for around the house or possibly even sleeping in. So, how's everybody's Memorial Day weekend going? You know, we got one like, we got six watching. Oh, you're not doing well, Quentin? Yeah, I was able to get they have delivery now from Walmart. So like if I order anything and it's in the store, it'll come like the same day. So I don't have to wait 2 to 3 days, for delivery, which is pretty cool. And of course, when it's like Black Friday, of course, it takes a week plus to get your stuff, especially from Amazon. Amazon takes forever, it seems like anymore. You have to wait 7 days, sometimes 3 weeks, a month. Depends on what you're ordering or where it's coming from. Sometimes you have to get it on back order. Or, it takes like a month to get here. It has to come from China. I don't know. I haven't ordered from Amazon that much. I usually just do Walmart. As long as I get over 35, it's free shipping. And so time I got the 10 pairs of socks and the six shirts, it was a little over $35. So I got the free shipping and free delivery. And a girl came and her husband brought it the same night. Oh, the tariffs? I mean, yeah, the tariffs are going to like mess everything up eventually. Like for cars, electronics. Now they're saying iPhones. He wants iPhones made in America. I don't think we can make iPhones in America, to be honest. But, I don't think the president knows, what he's doing half the time because he's older. And now Joe Biden has cancer of his bones and prostate cancer, which is the slowest one to kill you. But if it is stage 4, I don't think he's going to be around if it's already spread to his bones. That's not good. Doesn't sound good. And it was stage 4. Stage 4 is never good. So I don't know if he's going to be able to go through chemo and radiation and all that or whatever he needs to do to try to help it and live longer, or if he's just going to let it go. Let it go and let God handle it. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. Just like I still think I may not be around for years. I still don't know about the 5-year thing. It's possible, that I was hallucinating and I was having issues with the medications and some of that things that happened. That it was just I was seeing things or hearing things, but I just kept getting showed all these different things, and it seemed like it was godly. It seemed like God was helping me. We talked about it. Like I'm only gonna live to be 4 or 5 more years. We talked about my channel growing. I don't know if you remember all this stuff, Quentin, but I was supposed to like get 1 million subscribers right around the time I die in 5 years. I was gonna maybe get like a car and a house, like I've talked about it on air, so I don't know if you were here, like when I talked about all this stuff. We talked about all the things I was having, all these things I was seeing, that I had the 10 angels that was helping fight the demon. I saw the demon. So I don't know if you remember all that. It's been a little bit. It was back in February, so it's now May. It's been 3 months since all that happened. I don't think I'm going to live a long time. I think I'm going to have problems with my liver, or I'm going to have problems with something else. I don't know if I'll get cancer or heart issues. I mean, my dad had heart issues. My grandpa had heart issues. My aunt and uncle, one aunt and uncle on my dad's side had problems with the diabetes and both lost a leg. Also, she got sepsis. I don't know, all the medications that I've had for years, it's not good for your liver. They said I can possibly get cirrhosis of the liver. I have a fatty liver, and it can let the ultrasounds can. What they said that I could possibly get cirrhosis. It's fine now. My liver levels are fine right now. One level is a little elevated. The last time I got them checked, one's a little bit elevated, but not that bad. And then the time before that, I had it checked. Everything was pretty much normal. So they just keep an eye on it. I have to get scans sometimes. I have to get the blood test. Sometimes I have to go in and get a liver ultrasound. I don't know what that is. NAFID or NAFLD. I don't know what that is. You'll have to explain it. But I have a possibility of getting, the fatty liver turning into cirrhosis in the future when I get older or within the next 5 years. Who knows? There's a one girl and her husband had it really bad, but he actually survived and did better and was going to maybe even be possibly able to get a liver transplant. But I think he's been fine. I haven't heard anything about him dying. So he was always in and out of the hospital with some of this stuff really bad with his liver. So we're dying together. Well, eventually we all have to die. I don't think that I'm going to live a long time. I'm going to eventually live a few years. But God showed me dying in my sleep. I'm not going to die in the hospital. It showed me like in my sleep at my house, not here at this house, a different house. I was a different place. It wasn't here, but dying in my sleep and not waking up and peacefully. So not at the hospital, not hooked up to a bunch of machines. So I don't know if that's because I'm going to have to be on hospice or if it's just, I'm just going to die in my sleep one day and be at peace and not wake up. That's how I would like to go too, because then you don't have to be hooked up to machines, be hooked up to hospitals. My grandpa didn't want to die in the hospital either, so they had him here on hospice. And my grandma was at home on hospice up in St. Louis at my aunt's house. So, and her husband too, before he died. No, I was in my bed by myself and then I died. So we can talk about some of this stuff later, but I don't know if any of that stuff's, now that I think about it, some of that stuff seemed real. And the angels, I have like the 10 guardian angels. I've mentioned them all before on stream. I don't have to go into it now, but it's relatives that went before, it's relatives. No, I seen them. I wasn't dreaming. I'm just like, relaxing. And then I see all these things in my mind. So God was showing me my 10 guardian angels. God was showing me that I'm going to die in my sleep. God was showing me everything. And then that I had 10 angels fighting that demon. I was going to be okay. Even though I was seeing the demon, I had 10 guardian angels and I'm going to be okay. So no, I don't think I was, because I was awake at the time all this happened. And then I was just seeing things and things kept coming to my mind and I kept seeing things. So like I say, I don't know if that has to do with medication related, hallucination, just my regular medicine and that Cymbalta that caused all my issues and the serotonin syndrome. It might have been a side effect of the Cymbalta because once I left the Cymbalta, I stopped having the hallucinations. I stopped having all those things. Well, I was manic and I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping 3 hours at night or 1 hour at night or no hours at night. There was times I got no hours at night. There were some days. So it could have just been the sleep deprivation because I went for about a month where I was not sleeping. No, I don't want to go 5 days without sleeping. I get too tired and I'm not going to do long streams anymore. I just put this I put that in there about most of my streams are going to be about 2 to 3 hours. Because yeah, you can experiment and do that all you want to, but I'm not going to. I had enough of the hallucinations already or seeing things that wasn't real. So the medicine I'm on now is supposed to help me with the mania, with everything. My regular doctor put me on this, but she put me on half the doses that I'm on now. Well, it's scary. Why would I want to do it then? So quit telling me how to do things that I don't want to do or be weird. You're being weird, Quentin. So we have been streaming for 30 minutes. This is a good quick update on everything. Yeah, your autism's flaring up. I'm sorry that you're having problems with your autism. I'm having problems with my allergies. I'm having problems with my pain levels. I'm having problems with my legs again. So it's probably because of all the rain. It's been raining in the sun. It looks like the sun's out now, though. I don't think it's raining now. It said it was going to end by this afternoon. Let me see if it's still raining. I can get my medicine delivered. I don't think they have free delivery. I think it would be, I'm not paying to get my medicine delivered. It looks like it's not raining now. There's a chance of rain at 3 o'clock, and then it's not going to rain until overnight, early in the morning, like about 5 in the morning. And then it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So we may not be able to go to church, and Mom may not be able to go if she's hurting. And then by 1 o'clock, it'll be dry. And then Sarah's going to come get the rest of her stuff. The rain affects my fibromyalgia pain, and the rain affects my chronic pain from all the accidents I've been in and my arthritis. I have arthritis in my neck. I have arthritis in both knees. I have arthritis in my back. So I've explained what fibromyalgia is before. You should Google it. You spelled it correctly, so I think you know what it is. So you can Google it. Why do I have arthritis? Because my body has been in so much trauma in its life. By being beat up by an ex-boyfriend, being in 10 plus, about 12 car accidents. And it's just all the trauma to my body from all the car accidents and stuff. It can lead to fibromyalgia and all the other things. I can read what fibromyalgia is. Why was I in car accidents? Because people hit me, and I was a bad driver when I was younger, and I hit other people. But that's why. Why does anybody have a car accident? Like mistakes, or it just happens in the rain and stuff. I've slid into people in the rain, and I've had people slide into me in the rain or hit me in a parking lot. I've had 2 parking lot accidents where somebody backed into me in a parking lot. About half are my fault. So I would say 6 my fault and 6 their fault. Okay, what is fibromyalgia? It may be one of the most mysterious diseases that affects people around the world. It's a painful condition, see pain, that causes sensations of ache and stiffness all throughout your body, and is known to also cause several mental symptoms like cognitive difficulties and psychiatric disorders. The causes are yet to be discovered, but the disease is caused by an alteration in the way the nervous system perceives and processes pain. Yeah, it's pain in your nerves. So there's been different causes. A number of risk factors are genetics. Let me see what the other ones say. There's genetics. I'm not going to read everything. Osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. So those can cause the fibromyalgia. Okay. And I have those. Lupus. I've never been diagnosed with lupus. I think I've been tested for it, though. All right. Infections can cause fibromyalgia. So I've had a bunch of those. Abuse. If you have a personal history of abuse, like physical or domestic violence, or physical pain or attacks, like bullying. I was bullied when I was younger in high school and junior high school. Post-traumatic stress disorder. See, I have that too. So all these things can lead to fibromyalgia. Okay, go to the next page. So all these ads. Anxiety. Okay, I have that. So I have like all 7 of these so far. I haven't read this in a while, so I mean, I'm not depression. I have that too, or I've had that. I've been diagnosed with that. Exercise. Regular exercise is supposed to help, but it can lead to fibromyalgia. Lack of exercise can make it worse. So exercise can help it, like help improve your symptoms, but also with my fibromyalgia. Yeah, I've that's the first thing I had before I had the bipolar. I was diagnosed with depression, and then later I got diagnosed with the bipolar. Gender. It's actually more among men than women, though. So that's the one thing I don't have because I'm not a man. Okay, how many more symptoms do we have to go? Is this it? I think that's it. Yeah, that was 10 causes, and the other one was gender. So I have 9 out of 10 causes. Well, I think the physical therapy is helping, that I'm doing physical therapy and doing activity. So yeah, I had all of those. I don't even remember the 10 that I just said. But trauma to your body, which could be car accidents, which could be the abuse, which could be the rapes, all of that. I am on disability. I've been on this. I just talked about this earlier. With my disability back pay, I bought these chairs. I bought 2 TVs. I bought all these different things because I had to spend it in 30 days or I lost my Medicaid. I thought we went over this before. Maybe you forgot, but I have been on disability. That's what I'm on. I'm on disability. I get a check every month. I thought you guys knew that. Yeah, your autism makes you forget. Well, I'm forgetful too, like the cognitive disability, the cognitive stuff. I can have problems with. It's called fibromyalgia. No, it's 12 years. No, I have been on disability since 2012. I bought this chair in 2012 for $500 at an office supply store. I bought another one, but the other one, Adam chewed it up, and so it couldn't go up and down anymore. And so we got rid of it. We tried to put a different base on it. So that's why I said this chair is 13 years old, and I've been on disability since 2012, but it went back to like 2010, I think. So I've been on disability since 2000, approved. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't afford stuff like this. I can't afford to get a new chair right now. I was going to put some of the money back to try to get a manicure and a pedicure because I need those too. My nails are a mess. I mean, they're not that bad, but my toenails in between pedicure, in between the doctor appointments with the podiatrist. I like to get pedicures to help my feet because my nails get really bad. Because every 3 months is not, I can't bend down and do my own feet very well. So I have to have it done. I'm trying to get it done through my home health and get diabetic nail care because I have diabetes too. I should Google the president and ask him to buy me a new chair. Well, he's got money. I know I don't have any money, but other people have money. And mom is refusing to put it on a credit card because then it would cost extra. And then I've already owe her 200 something for car repairs for the last car repair that they tried to fix the air conditioner and they couldn't fix it. So then I had to pay for the labor. And then what else? And for all the Freon that they tried to fix it. And then there was a little hair on my computer. I was trying to get it off. Like it looked like an eyelash or a piece of hair. Anyway, I forget what I was talking about. But we talked, yeah, the chair. Oh yeah, I had to pay right for car repairs and for my new glasses, which was over $300. I mean, if my daughter needed something, I don't know if they owe me $500 that I'd go out and buy another thing and just add it to the list of like money that I owe her, that I'm paying her back every month. But I'm only paying her back like $40 a month or something, so it's going to take a while. So she doesn't want to run up her credit cards for an office chair, especially not one that's $500. But I could get one online for probably 100 to 200. No, I can't stream more. I mean, I've been streaming and streaming and streaming. I still haven't even hit $50 yet. So I don't know why that, you guys don't watch me in your off time, which would help me. Put me on some playlists and play my streams. And nobody's donating and I have no members. You can member and then I can have more money. Because, I mean, members give me $2 and something a month for each member. So I'm at $41. And so it's going to take another 2 to 3 months before I get a check. Or longer. I don't know. Well, you guys, I mean, I would do more member stuff. If I get another dog for fostering, that's going to be all member content. I mean, once in a while I'll do like regular content, but all of the foster dog stuff, Adam stuff, it needs to all be member content or member videos. And then I'm not going to do Discord, but we could do like Discord calls possibly or something for members, something like that. Anti woke, I'm not against anything. Anti woke, I'm not really anti woke. I'm not woke either, but I'm not anti woke. So, thank you for the suggestions, but I'm going to keep my gaming. I'm going to keep my gaming. Um, I believe that God loves everybody. So if they're doing their own thing and they're LGBTQ or whatever, all the LGBTQs or whatever, then that's on them, and they have to go to God and answer for that later if God doesn't approve of that. But like I said, I've had friends that are gay. I've had friends that are transgender. My cousin's transgender. I have a cousin that's transgender. I have tons of cousins, but one is transgender. So why would I do an anti woke? You're telling me to do anti woke gaming channel, but then also you're telling me that you're woke. So that kind of contradicts all that you just told me. I mean, I'm not going to just do Sims gaming. I have, the PlayStation Plus thing where I can get other games. So I don't know what anti woke gaming channels are. I'd have to Google it because I'm not anti woke, so I don't know what it is. Racist sim streams, no. Now you're just making weird suggestions. So we're gonna remove some of this suggestions. I'm not timing you out yet, but we're not going to talk about like suggestions for my channel unless it's stuff that's Christian. I can do more Christian streams, but some people don't. You don't like to go to those, Quentin, and there's other people that don't like to go to those. Talk about it on Discord. Okay, I guess we can talk about it later on Discord. Or you can explain to me what all that stuff is, because I'm from the 70s. I was born in the 70s. So from 70s to now, things are a lot different. Music's different. Everything's different. Old school country is kind of cool. New still country is kind of cool. It's more pop than country, I think. A lot of the new stuff. There's some that are Christian, like the War and Treaty. They do more gospel type country. And Jelly Roll now does more gospel type country. So, I mean, I like gospel music. I like country music. I like pop music, but only when they're not having tons and tons of language in it. Morgan Wallen, I mean, he's kind of like, he's got some drinking issues. He needs to work on his drinking issues and try not to throw chairs off the buildings, try not to hurt people, try not to, cause COVID when he was doing all the COVID stuff and making out with all these women in the bars when COVID was going on. I mean, he could be like Jelly Roll and get sober and turn his whole life around and become Christian. He doesn't seem like he's a Christian. If he is a Christian, that's cool. But he doesn't seem to be a Christian to me. He doesn't act like a Christian. Jelly Roll has some things himself, but if you go back to his old music to his new music, he used to rap about drugs. He used to rap about drinking. He's married to that girl named Bunny. I don't know if she's an escort, but her name's Bunny. So he kissed Lana Del Rey. I mean, it's awesome how he's turned his life around, though. I mean, yeah, she wears a lot of skimpy clothes. I don't know what she does, OnlyFans and all that other stuff. I don't follow her as much as I follow Jelly Roll, or other entertainers. So everybody's got their own problems. Everybody's got their own mental issues. Everybody's got their own physical issues. I don't know what you want to do. I mean, you can meet people and go on dates and stuff off dating apps. They don't have to be escorts. But you get what you pay for. I mean, some escorts will do sexual favors and some won't. Some will just only pay for their only for their time. So well, we're 45 minutes in. If anybody doesn't have any other questions, I'm going to probably end it here and then chill and eat. And then we'll see if mom wants to go to the store, what we're going to do, because it's 3 o'clock and I have to get food later. So we may want to go to Walmart and then while we're out, grab food for dinner and come back. I can't stream all that because I'll be in the car. I might be driving, so I can't stream while I'm driving. I don't have this. I have the Sims 2, but the old version, and it won't work for my computer. And I don't know how to stream on my computer. So unless I can get Sims 2 for PlayStation, I don't know how to stream from the computer. And the person that helped me, we don't speak anymore. So that used to help me stream. I don't think Pixel can explain it to me that well either. So yeah, I don't talk to that person anymore that helped me set up when I did all that stuff before. There's a few people I don't speak to. So I'm not going to just mention names. It's not important. It's not important. They know I'm not speaking to them. It's not important. I don't know how to set the whole thing up, but I guess I can call you, Quinn, and you can help. But like I said, I don't have the games. I'm going to buy the new ones eventually for the Sims 1 and 2, maybe just the Sims 2. No, I'm not going to let you take control of the computer, but you can walk me through how to stream on Streamlabs and how to do the screen sharing and how to do the Sims and how to like put it on like, because Sims usually is full screen. So if it's full screen, I can't go back and then do all the other parts to make it not full screen and like figure it all out. And I don't even know how to play the Sims on the computer anymore. I don't know if I can figure it out. I haven't played Sims on the computer in so long. I had to do the tutorials, I guess. Once I buy the Sims 2 and the Sims 1, I had to do the tutorials. I do have the Sims 3, but I took it off my computer because for space. And so I don't know if I have enough space to even do the Sims 2 or the Sims 1 because my computer only has like 200 gigabytes, which is not that much. And I have to like look at my storage. Let me like minimize this and see if I can look at my storage. There's got to be a thing somewhere that's storage. Okay, yeah, 216 gigabytes. It says I have 47 gigabytes free. That's not that much. And I don't know how much Sims 2 or Sims 3 takes up, but that's not that much. So I have I think it's a 2 terabyte external drive though. So I don't know if I can save to that external hard drive or I don't even know how to do that. How to save to the external hard drive. 20 gigabytes for Sims 2. So yeah, I have 40 something. I took off the Sims 3. But that's all I have is I have 40 something gigabytes and then I have an external hard drive. But I don't even think I have the external hard drive plugged in. And then I have a disk, this is my disk drive. I have a disk drive. But if everything's digital, I don't need the disk drive. We'll figure it out. I mean, I can play, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to stream it. We had so many problems streaming before, like the remote play for PlayStation. It was just easier to just stream from the PlayStation for me. So like I said, I don't talk to that person. We're not going to talk about that right now. So we're 45 minutes in. Does anybody have any other questions? I had to have the money to buy it. The next thing on my list is the MLB The Show, but I don't have $70, so I have to save up the $70 or the $50 or whenever it goes on sale again. Try to get it. I also need a pedicure and a manicure coming up in a few weeks, pretty soon. So I have to wait. Next check. I also have $40 coming out for my PlayStation thing. So that's $40. Yeah, there's the new baseball one, and you can play. I can do the career with the new baseball. So I want to get the new baseball one because mine is 4 years old, and they have like where you go to high school and work up, college, all of that. Well, they did, or maybe it's just high school and then college. Yeah, you're graduating high school, you're going into college baseball, and then you can either go straight into the pros. There's maybe a way you can go straight into the pros from high school, or you can go through the college baseball. And so it's different, completely different than the other ones. The other ones, you just go through the minor league system. So I want to get the new one because it's changed. And they have a women one somehow. Maybe it's women's college baseball. Do I watch? I don't know what Banana Ball is, so I guess no. I watch UFL a little bit. I watched a little bit of it last night before I streamed. The Battlehawks are winning, the St. Louis Battlehawks. Um, I think they won because they were way ahead. They're about to make the playoffs soon. And then I watch regular football. I watch a little bit of baseball. I watch a tiny bit of hockey once in a while. They're the playoffs sometimes. Um, what else? NASCAR. I watch NASCAR every weekend. So I'll have NASCAR Sunday. So I don't know what time I'm streaming Sunday. It'll be after the Coca-Cola 600. So tomorrow it'll be after the Coca-Cola 600 before I stream. I don't know what time that'll be. I probably watch a little bit of the Indy 500 or at least see who wins if I'm up because it starts at like 10 o'clock. So I don't know if I'll even. Sometimes I'm not up till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes I'm up before then. Like today, I got up at 10 o'clock. Couldn't go back to sleep. And I struggled to go to sleep last night, but I finally was. I think I was asleep by about 3 o'clock in the morning. But I was up for 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then I fell asleep. But if you explain to me what banana ball is, then I'll let you know. I watch a little bit of tennis for like the main tournaments to see who wins and stuff, or follow it online. I'm trying to think of other sports I watch. I think that's it. I don't really like basketball. I'll watch highlights on ESPN or something, but I'm not a big basketball fan. I watch basketball movies sometimes. I'm gonna watch the Earnhardt special. There's 2 episodes out now and 2 episodes out on in next week, and that's from Baseball with Dancing. Never heard of it, but that would be interesting, I guess. Baseball and then dance. And then there's like, yeah, there's softball and there's college softball and college baseball. I don't really watch the college stuff of anything. I'll just see the highlights or whatever sometimes. I don't watch Sports Center every day. I used to, when I was younger, Sports Center every night, every night, every night. And then sometimes I'll get in a kick and start watching it every day. But, or I watch it after football a lot. I watch the football because then they have some of the interviews and stuff. And they show the quarterback interviews and then they show the coach interviews. Those are kind of fun to watch sometimes, like right after the game. And then they edit it for the later versions of Sports Center, and then you just see parts of it. I like to see the whole interview, or when they turn it on, or when they put it on. I watch the news. I watch game shows. I watch like all the Law and Order and all the Chicago shows on NBC. Watch Survivor. I watch America's Got Talent, The Voice, American Ninja Warrior, American Idol a little bit. Yeah, I like all the Chicago shows. Voice playing a good part right now. Yeah, the season finale was really good. So I usually like to watch them live. That's what I did Thursday or Wednesday. And the Thursday before they had the finales for all the Law and Order shows and found. I need to watch Law and Order, the new season for Law and Order Organized Crime because I just have it on Peacock. Easttown? I think I've heard of Easttown. And then, let's see. You know, I want to watch all the Yellowstone shows like 1923. I never did go back and watch that second season yet. So 1923, Landman, Mobland or something. And then there's going to be a 1944. There's going to be a Marshall's one. And then all the different Lioness. And there's some more Taylor Sheridan shows that I want to watch. And then just game shows and different things I like to watch sometimes. Like The Wall, 1 versus 100 is okay. Like Family Feud, I watch a lot. If there's nothing on TV, we just sit and watch Family Feud. Sometimes we watch movies and stuff, but sometimes we just watch Family Feud. But next week is America's Got Talent, and I think the week after that they start the American Ninja Warrior, and they just had the Voice finale, so that was pretty good. I want to watch the American Idol finale. I haven't watched it yet. And then I just watched the Survivor finale. And it was shocking who won, but that one girl got second and the other guy got third. Probably she might like Banana Ball, but what is it on? I mean, where do I have to stream it? Is it on ESPN? Is it on something, or is it I just have to? Well, I'm in America, so I like American shows. I used to watch Young Sheldon, but it's done now. I've watched a little bit of that First Marriage, George and Mandy's First Marriage. Oh, it's on YouTube. Yeah, I watch a lot of Sim streamers. I finally caught up a little bit for Dr. Gluon. I still haven't watched his Rotten Berry Challenge or his Berry Challenge or Rotten Berry Challenge that he's doing. or I think there's like 12 of them out now. He just did the 12th one. So I'll watch the edited version that's a little bit shorter of some of his stuff. I sometimes watch him live, but I'm usually streaming because he comes on at 8 o'clock, and then sometimes I'm watching my regular shows at 8 o'clock, and so I haven't been watching the long streams that are like 2, 3 hours or 8 hours or whatever. I don't have time for that. So I don't know how you guys have time to watch like 7, 8 hour shows or like binge stuff, but it's a lot. I like to watch James Turner and Deli a little bit too, and I learned a little bit from the rags to riches businesses, like how to run it and stuff. A little bit. I've learned a little bit. I'm behind, but I don't know how many James has out, but I've seen like my first one, and it's just like me. He started with nothing, and then slowly got like different things, and slept on those benches, and slept on, and ate the chips at the bar and all that kind of stuff. He's like, why doesn't nobody have a grill? I remember that. And then I do the same thing. Like, why is there no grills anywhere in this town to like make food and stuff? Oh, your dad likes that stuff? Well, he's probably close to my age. I don't know. I'm 47 now, so I don't know how old your dad is. He's probably older than me, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if you guys like how old your dad is, but you don't have to tell me that unless you just want to. Sarah's 45. Cindy's in her 50s because I think she's like 7, 8 years older than me. So she's closer to 55. So I don't know how they met, but they met in California. I don't remember the whole story, but they did meet in California, and their parents were friends. So I think that's how they met or something. I don't know. But they didn't go. I mean, she's 10 years younger. They didn't go to the same school. I mean, even though they went to the same school, she's 10 years younger. So there's a difference there. Unless they went to college together or something. I don't know. But I don't know if Cindy went to college. We don't know. I just know Cindy moved here several years ago, and then her parents and stuff came later. And so she was house sitting the house there until her parents could come from California. And so she was dog sitting and house sitting until her parents could come. And then how old is Cindy? She's got to be close to 55. So she's older than me. I'm not sure exactly. So I would guess somewhere in her 50s, around 55. I might be older, it might be younger. I'm not sure exactly. But I found out Sarah's 45. So she looks to be a lot younger. She has that kind of like a baby face. Like I always thought that I had the baby face. And so she looks like she's in her 30s, and she just has a daughter that graduated high school. I don't know. Cindy doesn't respond to my messages. Cindy doesn't answer her phone. So I assume she's good. She's been doing a lot of dog grooming with her the pastor's wife, with that, whatever her name is. Is Sarah hot? I'm not going to answer that. Well, I mean, I was manic. I said a lot of things to her that was probably rude. And so I've apologized twice now. I would send her another apology today or yesterday. And then Sarah's told me what Cindy said about the whole thing about me hanging up on them, of her and the preacher, and then not leaving her alone or something. I don't know. Anyway, I've apologized. I've told Sarah she can apologize for me, and I hung up on Cindy and Cindy's pastor because I was talking to Cindy's pastor, and then she kept interrupting me, not letting me talk, and wouldn't listen to anything I said. And then they were trying to give me Bible scriptures. They were going to come to my house and give me flashcards of Bible verses because I couldn't hardly see the Bible at the moment. But I had other Bibles. It's not like I did not have a Bible I couldn't see. It was my own Bible I couldn't see, or different things. And I was struggling with the reading because of my blood pressure. I've figured all that out now. I was struggling to read. The blurred vision had to do with high blood pressure. When my blood pressure was high for 2 months or 1 month, it was around 2 months, my blood pressure was up. When it finally started going back down, now it's back to normal. So when my blood pressure, we had to change medicines. We had to put me on that beta blocker thing. It's like a double medicine. So once that all happened, and once I calmed down with the anxiety medicine and the mania medicine, now my blood pressure is back to normal, and my heart doesn't race like it was. My heart would be like 100 or 115, and it would be just racing. So even my nurse that comes in and takes my blood pressure and everything, listens to my heart. She's like, yeah, your heart is doing better. You're not racing like you were, and it's not racing. and your lungs are clear from the pneumonia. No, the flashcards were Bible verses. They were going to do that. I hung up on them. So that's the whole thing with Cindy. I don't know if she can see these messages or see what's going on. But yes, I was out of my mind. I was like out of everything. I don't want to have to go into it. What, Mom? I'm doing my stream. I told you I was going to stream. Well, they're asking me questions. So yeah, the flashcards had to do. They were going to make me flashcards, and then I didn't need flashcards. Mama's trying to figure out what I'm doing. She says I'm telling too much stuff. That's what she's saying. But that's the whole Cindy thing. Hopefully we can go back and I can go to her house and say hi and apologize and become good friends again. Because, I mean, I'm going to be becoming good friends with Sarah again. And me and Sarah are getting along great. So hopefully we can bring the whole gang back together. She's half asleep. And she's trying to figure out who I'm talking to and what I'm talking about. All right, take 10 minutes, Quentin. You don't be rude like that and put middle finger emoji to my mother. That's very rude and not acceptable. So I'll go ahead and end this here. We've done an hour. We'll do Sims later. I hope everyone has a great day, great Memorial Day weekend. It is 3:12 p.m. So we'll stream later on. We'll do some Sims, and I'd like to keep doing the business one so we can get a little further in that one and make some money. I could go back to the horse one. I don't know. I can take suggestions if you guys want to do in the comments, like your suggestions, or comment on another video or whatever you want to do. But Quentin, you got 10 minutes, and then you'll be free to comment. So I'll talk to you guys later. It's been fun. I got to update everybody on my health and everything, talk about the yard sale a little bit, talk about, how everything's kind of uncomfortable with the chair and stuff. So hopefully everything will continue to be okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for all the support. Have a good night. I'll see you guys later for Sims. Bye.